A Lafayette native will be the first woman to be inducted into the Indiana Sports Writers and Sportscasters Hall of Fame.
News 18's Holly Campbell sat down with Tracy Dodds to talk about her more than 30-year career paving the way for women in sports journalism.
Here's a picture of me when I had just started at the Milwaukee Journal.
For more than 3 decades, Tracy Dodds devoted her career to sports journalism at a number of newspapers across the country.
You're covering news, you're covering celebrities, and you're covering action, you're covering all of it at the same time. It's always feature writing in there, it's all together. So sports to me was the ultimate. It's wonderful to write, wonderful to be a part of.
Dodds graduated from Jeff High School in 1970 before going to Indiana University. After graduating from IU, Dodds entered the male-dominated field of sports writing at a newspaper in Bloomington before moving to Milwaukee.
I was by myself, when I covered the Big Ten everywhere I went. It was just me and the guys.
Being the first female sports writer in the Midwest, Dodds said it wasn't without its challenges.
There are not very many women in this picture. It was just a battle to make sure I do a good job, be credible, don't do anything to embarrass me or the newspaper, make sure we're setting a good example for women to come along, because you didn't want to give anyone an excuse to say, you see, that's not going to work.
For her work as a sports writer and eventually a sports editor, Dodds will be the first woman ever inducted into the Indiana Sports Writers and Sportscasters Hall of Fame. Bob Hamill, the first person to hire her as a sports journalist, will induct her at the ceremony Saturday in Indianapolis.
I'm kind of used to being the first woman on in this stuff, but I'm glad we're getting it done, and I'm sure there'll be many more to follow.
After a long and successful career, Dodds moved back to Lafayette and now works at the YWCA.
I followed her career when she was in Los Angeles and when she moved to Texas, and just always so inspired by what she was doing and motivated by what she was doing.
But she's still writing, not about sports, but for grant money.
So to have Tracy's expertise to be able to help us put what we do magically into words to retrieve grant dollars is amazing.
So many things I needed to go and do and see and accomplish. And towards the end, as I said, I was ready to come back.
Holly Campbell, News 18.